So it's pretty close. Kayvon doesn't have a game. Hutch has a game up on him, and as we know, all three of Hutch's sacks came in one half.
Yeah.
Most important stat. What's the Lions record? What's the Giants record?
Yeah, that's
there
true.
You go.
I can't get past that, man. That cuts a lot of ice with me when you make plays that alter the course of a season.
And here's the point. Great point in here by DMAT1616. Daboll's got Wink Martindale. Probably one of the best over the past 40 years defensive minds in football, right? So, can we say that I would assume that Wink Martindale is putting Kayvon Thibodeaux in good positions to succeed?
Yes.
Right. So that he's got that going. When you look at who's his defensive coordinator, again, to me, early in the season, it comes to whatever you want, not putting your young guy in the best possible position. Because it looks like the Giants DC, he has.
Dr. Dirty C. But Tibbs made 2 plays to win a game, so he is way better. You're a clown. What? Okay, man. Like, that Sam Flannel helped me here, bro.
I mean, to be fair, Aidan Hutchinson, when he made his big plays in the first half of the Washington Commanders game, the Lions won. It just shows how important and impactful defensive end is. And Kayvon Thibodeaux lately has just made more plays in 2 games that the Giants, probably coming into the season, I wouldn't say had no business winning, but they certainly
weren't.
No,
they had no business. I was told.
But
I was told they had no business winning.
They certainly weren't the favorite, and that's what you have to do. That's how you impact a game. That's how you impact winning.
Somebody explain this to me, right? If dude is a dedicated pass rusher one-on-one every play, doesn't that mean that the coach is putting him in the right position? Right? Don't you shake him off? If you're double teaming him and playing against, don't you move a guy around? How come I watch every other team move the guy around and try to get the guy loose and stuff like this? Instead, it's the same old thing. It's like the same old thing, the frustration. Let's just run the swing pass against us out of the backfield and hit the tight end and let him run 20 yards. It's the same on the same mentality. Yeah, so if you're telling me, oh, okay, but Thibodeaux gets put one-on-one and that doesn't get double teamed, oh my gosh, you got to tell me the offense ain't thinking we got to double team Thibodeaux. Oh, we can't now. Confusion. Isn't that coaching, Neil? Is that not coaching?
You know what's funny about all these discussions, man? And it doesn't matter what subset we talk about with this football. Where do we always end up? No matter what it is. If we're talking about Brad Holmes with the draft, if we're talking about Thibodeaux versus Hutchinson, what does it always circle back to? Always.
When's it our turn?
Well, I mean, yeah, but as DMAC always talks about, with the coordinators and the coaches, you know what? It always comes back to that, man. It's amazing. Like these conversations we're having 5 weeks into the season, going on 6. There's a commonality, and it doesn't matter what road we go down. We always end up in the traffic jam. Mm-hmm. We think we're going around it. But we're not.
I mean, I guess that's one of the consequences, though, of actually having a worse defense this year with what we thought was more talent. And the Lions' defense is actually historically bad this year, and Aidan Hutchinson hasn't looked very good. And I think a lot of that has something to do with him and kind of being undisciplined, but also the coaching. I think you got to question Aaron Glenn. I think you got to question Aidan Hutchinson. I think it's systemic at this point, and I never expected it to be this bad already. Not in a million years. Not this year.
But doesn't this weekend really just prove that? When you're looking around and you're on a bye week and then you're getting upset because other teams are doing it with less talent. So what does that come down to? If you can get the most out of less talent, what does that tell you? Where does that come from? Not a rocket science, but isn't that coaching? Right?
And DMAC, that's why, like, this weekend, this bye weekend for the Lions, I think will turn out to be, it's damaged my perception of the coaching situation with the Lions. It has, because I took a deep look at everybody else around the league, and it didn't matter to them. It didn't. Like, look at the Patriots, dude. Bailey Zappi comes in the game and starts throwing for 400 or 300 plus yards in games. Like, it doesn't matter. To everybody else, it doesn't matter. And DMAC, I'm sorry, like, I know you have the clock and stuff like that. We birthed this clock together, you and I. But things have changed, man. With new information.
We're going full term, Neil. I don't care. You're not getting a
damn sure allowed to change your
on
opinion.
this watch. We're going full term. I'm holding you to it. But yes, it's going to be a rock. Listen, the first trimester is a rocky pregnancy.
I think your clock may be getting a C-section around the holidays.